Hello everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button somewhere over here. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. I'm in the she shop. I'm going to work on a project today that's probably going to take me more than a day with dry time and kind of just being crafty with it. So does anybody remember this? It's Birdhouse that I picked up. It was purple when I picked it up and green and polka dotted, and it was somebody's kid's craft project, and apparently they don't love their kid anymore because they sent it to the thrift store. I bought it for like 50 cents. Gave it a coat of white this summer when I was spray painting a bunch of other stuff just to kind of base coat some of the colors. You could see it dripped. I just wanted to use up the last of the white that I had on hand. And I'm going to redo this. I have some fake birds in a bag somewhere that I think I'm going to put down in here, but we're going to try and make this a cute little birdhouse just because it's something different. We haven't done a birdhouse. Have we ever done a birdhouse? Thinking, yeah. I had to have done a birdhouse. Not like this. This is a different little birdhouse. I think it's cute though. Oh yeah, because I did that one birdhouse where I stuck the tin on the top, remember? Yeah, we did birdhouses. Okay. But I have little fake birds. I know I have that for real somewhere. I got the little fake birdhouses, or little fake birds. So I think he'd be kind of cute sitting in the little yard here. I've got some flower transfers that we can maybe put between the pickets here. There's little spots between the pickets so that it looks like there's some flowers growing in there. And I'm thinking go with spring colors. I haven't really picked a color yet. I'm sitting right here. Hang on. Pink? Do we want to do pink? Millennial pink? Dusty rose. Millennial pink. I'm gonna have to get rid of these drips first. First things first, hide the drips because they will show through. So I had sanded this to get rid of, there were like polka dots on it. Chunky paint, and I had sanded it before to get all that off, but now I've got to get the drips off of here. And, you know, we're going to give it a nice coat of paint and make it cute. I don't know, the roof could probably be like a gray. It's been sitting in here for a hot minute. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. We'll do the pink. Yeah. Sorry, my stomach is still annoying me. So if you hear gurgling, I can't do a thing about it. It's just my stomach is just not happy. And I am freebasing probiotics trying to get better, but not getting better. Anyway, if I'd sandpaper. I just grabbed a 220 grit from an orbital sander. 220 grit is very fine grit. So we're just trying to take down the high spots. We're not trying to sand down to the wood. So for those of you who are new here and you don't understand the grits, 80 grit would be like a really rough grit that you're trying to go down to bare wood. 220 is more of a finishing sand, a light sand that helps you kind of smooth things out. So that's what we're doing here, is just smoothing things out. I just want to get rid of the high spots. And it might bust through some of this paint depending on how hard I push. I do have a tendency to put a little too much pressure on things, but not really gentle. I always end up busting through the paint. Like when I'm trying to do a distressed look on something, I'm usually mad at myself because I've busted through paint somewhere. Some of the polka dots are still visible. You see it? Darn it. You don't need to watch me sand. All right, she's sanded up, and then I went ahead and like removed way more than you'd think because this part was a little sharp. There was like a chip in it. And I didn't want anybody's fingers getting caught on that. That's always my biggest concern when I do a project that I might sell or I will sell, is making sure that nobody's going to get injured, right? Like, are there splintery, slivery pieces when you run your finger across it? Are you going, oh, don't press too hard there, and then get rid of that. Sand it down. Let's get you switched around. We're going to paint. We're going to paint the body of this, which is kind of boring, but I haven't painted in a while. You guys, we haven't painted in a while. We did the chair, right? Got my favorite brush. This is the Purdy 1 inch. This is 1 inch. 2 inch. 2 inch. This is a Purdy 2 inch. Fits my hand kind of perfectly. Little long if you need to get into tight spots, but I do love a Purdy brush. They hold paint beautifully. They clean up really nice. This one is about 100 years old. I like Purdy. And I have tried the zebra, however you want to say it. And they don't fit my hand as nice. And that's just a personal thing. I think everybody like different brushes. I like some of the art brushes because they fit my hand really well. And then some of the art brushes I don't care for because they don't fit my hand really well. Oh, come on. And then it opens up so nice. Okay. Let me get this mixed up, get you guys switched around, and we will paint today. Okay, quick little thing. So this had gone all thick on me. It's not thick anymore. You can see it's dripping like paint should. To thin out, that's my biggest pet peeve with mineral paints and chalk paints is how fast they dry out. I mean, you can store latex for quite a long time, but that is also a water-based paint, the latex paint. To thin these, you just use plain old water. So I always have a bottle of water in the shop to take an old bottle and refill it. It doesn't have to be fancy water. Just water. So that you get the correct thickness, because this stuff gets chunky way too fast and dry, and you don't want that. You want to get it blended in here. I've got the water in there and I'm blending it as well as I can, trying to keep it from getting too dry. But there's a concern, I think, with people who don't paint all the time of how do I thin a product out. If it's water-based, just use water and you use a little bit at a time until you get the right consistency. If it gets too thin, leave it sit open for a little bit. The water will evaporate. Yes, you can over-thin your paint. So for those of you who are like, what? You can put too much water in and get super sloppy. Ooh, this stuff gets chunky fast. And I'm literally pulling chunks out of the paint. But let me get you guys switched around now that I've got it thinned out, mixed up. But, you know, don't be afraid is what I'm saying, because it's just paint. But there is like a lot of questions sometimes of, what do you mean thinning? What do you do when you want to thin it? Why is it so thick? What do I do? Don't panic. Look how this covers though. This silk. Who is it? Who is this? I'm not sponsored. Dixie Belle. I don't sell it and I'm not sponsored. It does have really great pigmentation. I will say that about this paint. Like the pigment is high pigment. I don't know if this is going to stay pink, but I'm going to paint it pink right now. And I don't know that I want the ground pink over here. Now, this is self-leveling, I think. This was purple in here before, like bright purple. So we're just going to get that in there, make sure the purple goes away. For those of you who are traumatized by brush marks, you should look away because there will be brush marks. Birdhouses sell really well in the spring. That's why I picked this up, because I'm like, ooh, I can always use a birdhouse. They're decorative. People love them. I don't know what color I'm going to paint this platform. I just kind of dove into this, and now I'm looking at that platform going, oh, should that be pink? Should that be like a ground color? What am I doing here? I don't know. Cute. Cute, 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 cute. Forgot how much I like this color. I think I say that every time I paint this color, which I bought it as on a whim. What did I paint with it the first time I bought it? I don't remember. But I bought pink on a whim and then went, okay, now I got to find something to paint. And I have loved this color ever since. I don't paint it very often. And then when I'm like, maybe I'll paint it pink. And then I start painting it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is pretty. I like brighter shades, so this is not a typical thing I would love, but I end up loving it every time. To hell with it. We'll just paint the platform pink. To get in close to something without taping off, it's tap, push, tap, push, tap, push. See it? Give myself a little room here. Not too much paint. All right, I'm going to finish painting. Okay, so now that's all painted pink. I am going to paint the roof this dark gray. Because in Minnesota, the roof's dark gray. Keep the snow off. Plus, I think it'll look cute with the pink. And this is from Fusion. So we're using two different competing brands of furniture paint. Whatever. Okay, I'm painting a birdhouse. I'm not painting furniture. I gotta get back to painting furniture, but it doesn't sell very fast. So then I'm stuck with a bunch of furniture. Need a warehouse to hold it all. Oh, the roof's a bit janky. Missed some sanding spots there. I don't even care. I'm gonna do the eaves here. And all of the little traces of the bright colors are disappearing here. You can't see this on the back, but you see the green. That's gonna go away now. All right, I'd like to flip this thing over, but we gotta wait for it to dry all over before I can do that. Because I gotta do underneath the eaves. Let's close this up. Yeah, okay. Get the lid on, get the lid. It's all wonkied out. All right. But, as you can see, it's starting to look real cute. It's looking cute. Once it dries, we'll get it flipped over and we'll get underneath there. And I gotta find a bird and clean up the fence line. And it's gonna be, this is probably gonna be a multi-day process. Especially if it's gonna take me forever to get the lid back on the darn paint. Okay, so it's dry. So cute already, guys. But I've run out of time. I have to go to a choir concert. So we're going to have to do this another day. We're going to have to finish it. You can see the green up in there. We still have to cover. But it's already starting to look so cute. This is going to be a fun project. And I'm sorry it's going to go over multiple days because I know that's kind of a pain in the butt. It'll be worth it, hopefully. But look how cute. It does need a second coat here, it looks like. The pink did all right. So now we know who's got more pigment. We'll have to do a second coat of this. But I like the pink and the gray together. I like the matte look of both of them. So cool. Now we gotta pick a bird. I gotta find a bird. I gotta figure out what we're doing down here. Clean this up. Finish the touch up. We'll be back tomorrow to finish our birdhouse. Maybe it'll take 3 days. I don't know. I've been a little busy. It's holidays, guys. This is why I wanted to get ahead on videos, and I didn't get ahead on videos, and now I'm paying the cost. So sorry. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week, DIY tutorials, and of course, more junkin' videos.